Hello kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. I appreciate you coming out today. I dug this Poulan Pro out of my to-do pile. It's probably one of the mowers that needs the most attention. As you can see from the condition, it's been sitting outside for quite some time. There's a lot of mold growing on the deck. There's a bunch of mold on the gas tank and the plastic shroud around the pull cord housing recoil. So I decided to tackle this job today. The safety brake cable is rusted shut. I'll have to get another cable for that. What else? The recoil is broken. I'll have to thread a new pull rope through and start off with a new rope for the pull cord. So I'm in the process of tearing it down, and I'm going to spray it down with my degreaser, degrease the deck, the engine, and go ahead and put a new carburetor on it. I decided not to mess with this one since there is some rust in the tank. I'm going to use one of my aftermarket carburetors and a tank I have already previously painted and throw a new carburetor on it. So as I showed you in one of my previous videos, you can buy these aftermarket plastic pulse jet carburetors. They're relatively inexpensive. So you get another carburetor, and then you get all the hardware, all the screws you need to attach it to the tank, and then the diaphragm kit. So this is the way to go. I think you can get these for about $10 or $12, free shipping on Fleabay. So I had painted this tank up for another project and didn't need it, so this is a nice, clean, rust-free tank. So I'll use this one on the Poulan Pro. So what I do to degrease them is just take the recoil off. This plastic beauty ring just comes off with 2 screws that's attached to the recoil assembly. I will degrease this and paint it all up nice with my black shaker can paint. As you can see, there's quite a buildup of crud which accumulates under the recoil. So I'm going to spray all this down, degrease it. I loosened up the coil and brought it back so I can sand the contacts on the flywheel. There's a lot of rust here on the flywheel. I'll sand all that down, steel wool it. The engine felt like it had no compression just by freewheeling it. I put another recoil housing on it from another engine with a compression gauge. I'm reading just at 60 PSI, which is probably the bare minimum compression for these Briggs engines. So that should be good enough to fire this thing off. The blade looked relatively new. There was no big gouges or dents in the blade. I will pay attention to the wheels. The wheels are rusty. I'll put some grease on the hubs to get it to push a little easier. So this thing's going to need some attention. It's not just going to be a carb replacement. There's other issues that need to be addressed. So that's where I'm at on this Poulan Pro. So I'll go ahead and degrease this thing and let it dry out in the sun. While it's drying, I'll maximize efficiency and put together the new carburetor setup. No sense in wasting any time. Grass needs to be cut. So that's just a quick update of what I'm working on this afternoon. I hope you kids and cadets have a great day, and I appreciate you coming out and checking out Tommy Time. I'll have some more videos coming up in the near future. Thanks again.